Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs have their safety, Justin Reed, out for the kickoff, and he's going to get things started from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first. See the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Running back sent in motion. Mahomes got to throw on this first play. Cut by Hunt. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
connect on first. It's second down.
Yellow. Color. Yellow. Right side.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. On target to Worthy.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back to the air, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29.
Attack! Yellow!
Again, Mahomes to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. It's Pacheco again. And he gets him around 6 there. Justin Reed with the tackle. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hey, 43, attack!
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Finds his man. It's Worth. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pistol now for Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, yellow, go. Hero, 15. Right side.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Putting a receiver in motion. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Going power with a big tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Pacheco. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the second. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
Yellow. Martin.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here. From the 40 on second down. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw, Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Right back to Pacheco. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the scene. Through it before that window could close.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Pacheco. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Hey, 43, come back!
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie before halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pacheco. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Easy. Hey, 57, color, 57.
Play action, Mahomes. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Catch is made down the right sideline. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, come back! Yellow.
It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense up to the line fast. The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
15.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, 57.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Easy. Hey, 57.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on third down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yellow.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, 57.
Going to the ground again on first. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
43. Yellow.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He'll throw it. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Running left with Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line.
Chiefs 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41.
Yellow. Right side.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. They are on with Pacheco. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. This from 35 yards away. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs down by 10. First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Third and a lone yard coming up. To throw. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Has a man, it's Brown. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A first down carry for Pacheco. And he hits the end zone, touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Pacheco again. And this one does not go far. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Here he is to throw. He lets a heater go deep middle. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. High time.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracking, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it on for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy your trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no randomness. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warnings, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro gave me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past, I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warnings, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay silent. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warnings, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. We burning up, every time we hear me, we turning up. Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm finesse, I like salsa, I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. Listen, I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this and say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. She ate away. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said, loser, loser, loser. Why the always coming out the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Quote up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in A, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had AAA, I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I f***ed asleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlton if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off the field, no heads, just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life was a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy.
get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed, like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision, like, hey. Shoot my shot, like, hey. Hit the red dot, like, hey. Finger on the, like, hey, 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 hey. Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 4th down, it's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
1st down, here's Lamar. Escapes out to the left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the gun, Henry. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 8. Across his body, and they make the interception. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
That one intended for Mark Andrews, and it sets up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Lamar out of the pistol. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Pistol snap to Jackson. That's caught for the first. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. They send the tight end in motion. It's Henry on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Throwing deep for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. We'll cobble together a yard there. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 3. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. From the 23. Complete Derrick Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Blitz coming, Lamar. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
13.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. He runs it up to midfield. Look at him go! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll run here with Henry. Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard and the goal line stand continues. That brings up 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
4th and goal, tie game.
Report.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. "19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Middle. You. Out.
1st down throw for Jackson. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And disaster partially averted. At least he got his... Man, they are in a really tough spot to start this drive.
Well, Kate, I think he was in full-on panic mode for a brief moment. He just made sure it never overwhelmed him. Calmly picks it back up. May have lost him some yards, but at least it didn't lose them the possession.
Here's Henry running left. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Jackson to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 3rd down.
Real quick.
Now Jackson off the play action. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Hey, middle. Hey.
Looking to throw. They connect for the first. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on fourth.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Crosses the 35, still got more room. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Ravens 7.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yo. You change it. Sit up.
Lamar back to throw. Finding Flowers. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within one score in the fourth. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going with King Henry here. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Hey.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
It's right.
Play action. Here's Jackson. He finds Aguilar. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They're now set for 1st and 10. It's Henry on the carry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Lamar out of the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. 6 DBs out there for the Ravens. 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Henry. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he's brought down for a loss.
gotta make a move.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. He gets it out left, and it's gone. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, go ahead. Go. Hey, report.
Throwing now from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
13.
1st down, here's Lamar. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight jogging in. When you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it in. Oh my God, it's that chicken out again.
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bro.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bro.
break it down.
Sometimes I wonder what the old me say.
If what?
If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name?
So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack, I treat the whole world 'cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, they're brats. They can off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. 'Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bro.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bro.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics drier than the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're underway from the bank. Deontay Hardy to return. Return's looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. And his first pass falls incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
why we changed it.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Running back sent in motion. Jackson now on third. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills take possession of the football.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 23. He's got it at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Working quickly here. Back to throw now, Allen. And they take this in for the score. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2. And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Pistol snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Our score, 6-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Allen now on first down. He's got Khalil Shakir. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. So now, here's third and goal. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills parlay the interception into points. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills bump the lead up to 13 points. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Has it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Going jumbo set on this first and goal. QB sneak coming. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's second and goal.
A tie in baseball, Kate? Well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak? Well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal. Mitchell. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just a yard on the run, and we've reached the end of our first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Bills.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, hold on.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And they had that one contained right at the line. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Allen on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
5 wide. 56. What's up?
They are going for it. Allen. Complete to Shakir. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left. He's got it deep downfield. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. And now the Bills going for 2 again.
Alert!
To throw again, it's Allen. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Launches one deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Regular.
They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throw for Allen. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Put a gold star on the grade sheet for that defensive coverage, even with plenty of time to throw it. That defense never gave the QB a lane to complete it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. From the pocket, he's the big gain downfield. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense in the hurry up here.
Off 52.
On 1st down, Allen. He sends this one to the end zone. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Amari Cooper, the touchdown.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
To the air again, Allen. Getting out to his left. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
180.
Lamar off the play fake. As the open man downfield. touchdown! The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the third. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now Jackson off the play action. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Half 85, half 85. Alert! What is that?
Now Allen off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Alert, alert, alert!
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And it's 4th down. They will go. It's Allen. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here.
First down, Bill.
First and 10. Here's Allen. And this throw's knocked away. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Again, Allen to the air. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively he didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star.
Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Running back sent in motion. On 4th down, Allen. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Ravens have some new life in the fourth. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They'll get 31 yards on the play, and that'll be first down, Baltimore. They kick the running back in motion. Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within one score in the fourth. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Yo.
Jackson's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. They did it! He made the interception! And the Ravens have some new life in the fourth.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Jackson looking to throw. Buys time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
Quick, ready?
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and just 2 to go.
Middle, middle. You at X, you at X. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Throwing now. Bails out of the pocket quick. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. 40. The 30. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Bills make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big... That is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now. And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to just 2 late in the game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. Here he is to throw. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, hold. That's it.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He fires one deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Forced out to his right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Has it in close. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. Hits the 20. The 10. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. They go play fake with Jackson. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. The 50. 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Big moment for Tyler Bass here. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. The tight end gets it on the fake. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. On is Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. It's running out of steam and it falls just short. It's no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field level as a player and everything looks good. But unfortunately, it just falls short.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life. That's when you throw that ball right through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
1st down from the red zone. Buying some time right. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And the Bills were looking for some kind of miracle at the end. They nearly got it, but then but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.